So for question number 2, we have to evaluate the limit of 2 raised to the power of x plus 3 minus 3 raised to the power of x, all divided by 2 raised to the power of x minus 1 minus 2 raised to the power of x. To do this, we have to simplify the powers of each of these things a little bit. According to the law of exponents, we have 2 raised to the power of x times 2 raised to the power of 3 minus 3 raised to the power of x, all divided by. Remember, if we are taking one of the base, we can add the power. So it's 3 raised to the power of x times 3 raised to the power minus 1 minus 2 raised to the power x. And then we can write this as the limit as x approaches infinity. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So it's 8 times 2 to the power of x minus 3 to the power x, all divided by, this is 3 to the power negative 1 times 3 to the power x minus 2 to the power of x. Great. Once you are done with that, you can divide each term in the numerator and the denominator by the highest power of x in the denominator. In that case, it's polynomial. But then, in the denominator, we have 3 to the power x and 2 raised to the power x. So which one is greater? 3 raised to the power x and 2 raised to the power x. As x approaches infinity, 3 raised to the power x is greater. So we divide each term by 3 raised to the power x. So we have the limit of 8 times 2 raised to the power x over 3 raised to the power x. And then we have minus 3 raised to the power x over 3 raised to the power x, all divided by 3 to the negative 1 times 3 to the x over 3 to the x minus 2 to the power x, all divided by 3 to the power x as x approaches infinity. So this will be the limit. Now this 8. 2 to the power x divided by 3 raised to the power x. We can write 2 over 3 all raised to the power x minus, this entirety is going to give us 1 all over. Then this will cancel out. So you have 3 raised to the power negative 1 minus, this is 2 over 3 all raised to the power x as x approaches infinity. Now as x approaches infinity, we can move right ahead to do direct substitution. So we have 8 times 2 over 3 all raised to the power infinity minus 1 all over 3 to the power negative 1 minus 2 over 3 all raised to the power infinity. Now, what you observe there is that 2 over 3 is 0 point something. So the numerator is less than the denominator. Anytime you have the limit of two fractions where the numerator is less than the denominator and the entire thing is raised to the power infinity, this entire thing will give you 0. So you're almost looking at 1 over x in this case. So this is 0. So I'm going to have, so that means, or side note, let me just write a note right here. Note, the limit of a over b all raised to the power x as x approaches infinity. In the case, if a is greater than b, first, if a is less than b, if the numerator is less than the denominator, then this entire thing is equals to, so this is less, is 0. But the limit of a or b all raised to the power x as x approaches infinity, if a is greater than b, meaning the one in the numerator is greater than one in the denominator, this entire thing is infinity. So know those two. So this 8 multiplied by 2 over 3 to the power infinity, we say as 0 minus 1 all over 3 raised to the power of negative 1 and then minus 0. So 8 times 0 is obviously 0 minus 1 is negative 1 all over 3 raised to the power of negative 1. So I take this up, the answer is going to be negative 3. Negative 3 is the result. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you in the next episode of our classic and epic videos.